Everybody, this is JW with a Triple Threat podcast for the JW Music Experience. I am outside the Babylon here with the one and only No End in Sight. One of the most badass bands on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Louisiana, Alabama. So we're going to start over here with the big man himself, Mr. Carey. Mr. Carey, what do you play?
I play guitar and No End in Sight and do some backups.
All right.
Vocals.
I got vocalist, guitar.
Bass, man, thunder.
Stephen Welsh, right?
Yes, that is my name.
Stephen Welsh, Mr. Lee Thibodeau, Mr. Carey's brother. He is a badass, see right here. What do you do, Mr. Lee?
I just make noise, dude.
Make
I
noise.
hack and cackle.
He's the lead vocalist, y'all. He's the only son of a bitch you ever seen that's got a leather kilt that's badass looking. He ain't wearing it today, but
No,
it is hot outside. And you, sir, who are you?
I'm the drummer.
He's a drummer.
Scotty Scott. Kicking the beat.
Scotty's kicking the beat. That's the heartbeat of the whole band right there. This is Scott. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
He's got that good shirt on.
That's right. All right, so hey.
Tomorrow night.
Huh?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, they're going to have a big blowout over the dragway. You're going to have No End in Sight, fucking Skulldozer.
Yeah. Our brothers in Nesna.
And Nesdub is playing here.
Man.
We like Peas and Carrots. We play a lot of shows together. They're like our brother band.
shows with us.
We do a lot
Oh
of shows.
hell yeah, man! I love me some Nesdub, dude. I got all their shit. I got hell. Speaking of Nesdub, there's Mr. Dusty right there from the Nesdub.
This interview ain't about me.
Yeah, they waiting about you, dog.
It's just Peas and Carrots, man.
Yeah, that's the beat.
Peas and Carrots.
All right, well, okay. Well, see, here on Triple Threat, what we do is we... on Triple Threat, we ask 3 questions. However long it takes you to answer the question, how long the interview lasts.
All right.
All right, so Mr. Carey, we're going to start over here on the right. Oh, he's pointing at you, okay. All right, now, Mr. Carey, it's real loud out here, so you have to speak up a little bit, because I know you're a very soft-spoken gentleman. Could you describe your musical journey and what led you to the metal rock genre?
I was about 14 years old. My brother worked at a skating ring, and he came home and told my parents that there was going to be a band there. And we went, and it was Dead Horse in 1988 or 89. I was like 14 years old, and then I saw them on stage, and I was like, that's what the fuck I want to do.
Hell yeah.
So that's where it's been.
Fucking right. You just been rocking out ever since, huh?
Yep.
Look at this guy's vest, man. This guy is fucking heavy metal, dude.
Spin that shit around.
He is. Oh, and also, y'all, this man right here, he's the national president for GCMA. Look at that, baby. Yeah, Gulf Coast Metal Alliance. Bad fucking ass. He is the national president, the coolest man you've ever met in your life. Swear to God, he'd give you a shirt off his back in a beer. If you give him 250 bucks, he will actually brew you 96 beers, which is 4 cases.
Yep.
4 cases. This man, he's the guy that runs Cold Comfort Brewery out of Mississippi, makes custom brews. You name it, he can do it all except for walnuts. I've already asked.
He's like Baskin.
Can't do walnuts.
Baskin Robbins
Baskin Robbins beer, man.
I'll throw walnuts in there.
Okay, well, hey, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You want walnuts? You can actually
Got
walnuts.
100 flavors.
Yeah, I'm actually going to try to get me one with moonshine called kerosene, but that's for another day.
I'll do it.
All right, Mr. Steven.
Yes, sir.
Can you describe your musical journey, what led you to the metal rock genre?
Man, my dad introduced me to Cream.
Cream, boy, that's what
Yeah,
I ain't heard this.
way back when.
Yeah,
man.
that's a name I ain't heard.
Since
in a
then,
while.
I never wanted to play any other instrument but the bass. You know, that was it.
Bass,
Yeah.
bass. So Cream did it for you. Huh?
Cream did it for him. My
Yeah.
dad introduced me to that, man. It was great. I was with it.
All right, cool. Anything along the way, or just Cream and you just
Geezer.
just Cream the
Geezer,
fuck out of the
absolutely.
bass? Geezer. Oh yeah, Geezer.
You know, everybody loves Geezer.
I hear that. All right, Mr. Lee.
Pretty much, we grew up. Carrie and I were brothers, as you know. Everybody knows. If you don't know, not well.
The third amigos around here somewhere. That's Tony.
Man, yeah, Tony. Pretty much, he was our inspiration, man. He's pretty much got us into. Well, you want to go back? My mom, dude. She used to play
Your mom was a rocker, bro?
Zydeco, man. She used to play
Zydeco?
Zydeco
Hey,
music. Played the fucking squeeze
Fucking
box,
right.
man. and
You do
we
the
always
washboard
had
and everything, huh?
yeah, we always
Oh,
had
yeah, I love the washboard.
yeah, we always had music in our lives, dude. So
Well,
yeah,
I mean, your native Thibodeau, bro. You expect anything less?
Right. Kiss pretty much was my gateway band to
Kiss.
playing the style of music I got into.
Okay.
And then once I discovered
Black
Black
Sabbath,
Sabbath,
Kiss,
yes sir,
yeah.
Black Sabbath, kind of opened the doors.
That's we heard
And
coming out
then
of our older two
Black
brothers.
Sabbath,
and
yeah,
my
my old-
sister's
my-
bedrooms. They were
yeah.
listening to
Okay.
Black Sabbath and Ozzy.
So
by
we-
that time, they were
So we got lucky by having older brothers, older siblings that
That's cool,
was
man.
into what we still carry on.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, dude, junior high opened my mind, dude. First time I heard Metallica,
Oh, man.
oh, dude, that was in. We used
The
to
new
trade tapes back in the
Metallica,
day.
yeah, but the old
Right.
Metallica, yeah.
Metallica sucks.
Or before
Yeah.
Metallica.
Old Metallica
Metallica,
kicked
Slayer,
in. New
man,
Metallica,
all that
yeah.
shit kind of blew my mind. And after that, I was like, "Where's more of this?"
Justice
stuff?
for all.
So
that
we
shit.
used to trade a lot of tapes and spin that all around.
we gonna do like
and
Megadeth.
then
They never
so
change.
once we got to junior high, it was on the way, dude. We knew, me and Carrie, we knew we wanted to play music.
I feel you.
Surrounded by other musicians, man, they inspired us. Kids our age was like, "Fuck, if they can do it, we can do it too." So
That's
let's
it,
do
man.
this
That time
shit.
it was different.
Yeah, back then it was
That
way
time it
different.
was different.
Back then it was way different, dude. Everybody,
They played
different
a totally
world
different
back then,
genre
right,
than we
right.
than I did.
but yeah, dude.
Stuff. But we was always there next to each other, no matter what, doing Battle of the Bands, doing battling for CPR Fest, all kind of crap.
Oh,
you
wow,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. Opened up for big bands.
Yeah, we've been recording. We have some backups to do on it and a couple of little additives that we're going to do, and then it's getting mixed and mastered. So we're looking in the next 2 to 3 months maybe for a release.
Sweet. Y'all gotta let me know when the fucking release party is, man. I'm gonna be there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be there.
Oh yeah,
I'll be there. All right, Mr. Scott.
yes.
You describe your musical journey with legends to the metal rock genre.
The very first thing I ever listened to was Kiss. And I was just a little boy then and used to see him on TV and everything like that. And was infatuated with Kiss. And then I came into Rush. And when I listened to Rush, I was like, the drummer was phenomenal. I was
Rush
like,
gave you a rush, huh?
yeah, that's my favorite drummer in the whole world.
Hey,
Rush is my favorite
good
band.
drummer, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty much how he inspired me to play and
right.
stuff. And that's probably who I try to emulate the most.
That
See
probably
what he
answers-
does in
Yeah.
spots like, like
We've
the
already
music
got
that
the
we're
answer to
playing.
the second question from you, Rush.
Yeah. And then I've always played next to these guys in the 90s.
Yeah, we grew up together, so once we
yeah.
found
See,
out,
y'all been-
other.
See, y'all been a
From
band for a
90s.
while then, huh?
yeah,
They were doing a different genre, and I was doing alternative rock, and it almost got found and signed and everything, but it fell apart. The only one that really got success out of that was Three Doors Down, and that was it.
Yeah.
And they pretty much shut down after that. They turned it back. So that's why
Yeah,
I
I
say,
do a bunch of covers of Three Doors
yeah, that's
Down,
why I say screw Three Doors Down.
I mean, yeah, hey, that's cool because you actually have a reason to say that.
Yeah.
I have
They
actually.
ain't gonna say nothing at that
I
Creed
do.
concert. I can tell you
Yeah,
that now.
hey, but like I said, I've seen covers of Three Doors Down, Creed, Audio Slave, shit like that too.
I just give them, look, they
Hey,
won a
man.
Grammy, and they made the coast
Yeah.
like a speck on the map, and that's it. But anything else,
there's a shit ton of
there's
talent
talent
music
everywhere.
There's talent all
from
over the
here
Oh, yeah.
to Florida to New Orleans to back to Texas.
Another Seattle, but it didn't.
It didn't go like that.
Yeah.
That's what I
Should've
said. Like
happened.
Southern metal is like
It's coming
its own thing.
It's coming up.
Right.
coming
You
up.
can't be too close to Mississippi, where the blues and rock and roll was started.
That's
You
right,
can't
you
have
always
that in our blood. Even though we play heavier style of music,
Yeah.
we still have a southern sound to us. It's just
So that kind of leads me to
something
my
about it.
second question. What can y'all tell me about No End in Sight? How you guys got together? The journeys that No End in Sight has gone through. I know you guys, y'all rocked a lot of places. Y'all seen a lot of shit.
Right.
These guys were already killing it, I was lucky enough to get asked to join.
You'd have to ask him because he's like the very beginning.
Well, me and
of
Lee,
all of it.
me and Lee are brothers, so we've always
Harry's
been
the
around.
beginning of a lot of stuff.
Me and Scott were in a cover band together,
Yeah.
and then I'd left, and then later on
They were
he wound
going
up
through
leaving the
drummer
same band.
changes.
And then we were looking for a solid drummer. We'd gone through a few people that couldn't catch the timing and the unorthodox
Scott's a
beats
badass
that we
drummer, like-
needed. And I asked Scott to come along, and he was like, "I can't do the." He was like, "I can't do that kill hammer." And I told him it wasn't kill hammer; it was something different. I was doing guitar.
When he
And
first
then
called, I
I
thought
told
it
him
was
Lee.
about that. I thought it was about killing him, and I'm like, dude, I don't have the stamina for that.
I told him it's gonna be more laid back, little, like kind of anything from
Heavy
down to
thrash,
crowbar
I
all
get
the way to
that.
Slayer,
Yeah.
As soon as I told Scott that Lee was on, he was like, "Oh yeah, I want on." So he came and saw what we had, and he started getting it, and me and Scott have worked together before.
Lee used to be right next to me in the warehouse, and he was in a different band. They were like really scriptured and everything. They were trying to be like Spiral Architect, which is a band that's like underground, and they're very, they don't come on the radio or nothing like that. And they were like a Rush on speed. Dream Theater, just like a bunch of things added
Progressive
together.
metal.
Progressive metal?
Yeah, that's what they were doing. So they practiced next to each other and knew each other that way. And Scott knew who we were
I
when
was
me
doing
and Lee were in a.
alternative metal at that time.
He knew us from being in a band called Feed back in the '90s,
Yeah.
all the way to about
And I was in Bread
the mid
Bombs.
2000s. Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing alternative rock.
And then me and Lee went different ways, and by that time I did Kill Hammer, and he was in a band called Stone.
That was
Stone,
very,
yeah,
very,
Stone
very,
Death. I
very
was in
close.
those heavy Southern rock band called Stone Death. That was really good.
Stone Death?
Yes.
Yeah, so-
Yes, and he wanted to. He called me one time, and he asked Eddie about it too. And then I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to be in Stone Death because I always thought Lee was a pretty good vocalist from the time I knew him in Feed to the time I know him now and stuff. That's what made me come into this band. That's what made me try out and everything.
Okay, I got you.
I think what we got, it's kind of different from what other bands. What I love, it's
I've heard other bands do it, but most people want to be all hard, heavy, fast, and to do the most screaming and Cookie Monster sounding vocals and stuff. And we're trying to be more laid back. We understand that we're doing.
We love Cookie Monster. The Cookie Monster is a
We want to bring our
friend.
It depends on what's in the cookie for
we
me.
dig it. We dig it. It's cool.
I'm like a huge 80s metal, and it didn't really
I
care
love
what it
80s
was.
metal. Oh my God.
You
Hair
know,
metal, all kind of shit.
it could have been the glam, it could have been the hair, it could have been just heavy metal, it could have been whatever.
Last year I saw these guys play at Metal Beer Fest, and this year I played with them, man. It was very cool, man.
So you're actually the newest member then, huh?
Oh,
This
yeah,
guy
yeah.
showed up and put in the work.
Yeah.
He showed up
He
at our
stuck in there.
house
He
and
came
learned
in
the
and
songs
he left
before.
yet.
Yeah, before he even got in the practice place, he came and learned the parts and the pieces. And
He's willing
he
to
showed
learn.
up. Yeah, dude.
That's what it is.
And to this
Willing to learn.
day, he still shows up at our house, and we rewrite all our stuff
Yeah,
at
there
the
ain't
house.
gonna be nothing simple.
Yeah, ever.
In the kitchen. Songs from the kitchen.
Cooking it
Yeah,
up in the
it's gonna
kitchen is
have
what we're
tricks,
doing,
it's
baby.
gonna have this, it's
Cooking
gonna
it
have
up
that.
in the kitchen.
Cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's gonna have
Pre-heat,
gumbo.
we start cooking.
You ought to write a song called Cooking in the Kitchen.
That may be the EP. That may be the title of the EP coming out. Kitchen Cuts.
Kitchen cuts.
All right, so let's see. That was the second question, right?
Yes, sir.
Third question. All right, it should be easy. We're gonna start over with Mr. Scott this time to end. All right, Mr. Scott, can you name any artists or bands that have inspired your style of play?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is Rush.
Rush.
So the second one that would come to mind is like King Crimson, John Bonham. Definitely John Bonham, because I always played some kind of Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
And then I was always admired of Peter Criss when I was a younger boy.
Yeah.
And the very first concert I ever went to was 1979, right before Kiss gave up the makeup.
Yeah.
And that was all the original members. And then after that, it had changed so much.
Maybe before Gene Simmons.
Yeah, and then in 1996, I believe, they got back together. And I seen them again in 1996 in the Superdome and stuff.
Really?
But yeah, that, and then a lot of the modern drummers, you know, like Danny Carey.
Yes.
He's just like,
Yes.
Yeah, and,
He's
and,
in his
and
own-
Tim Alexander, you know, Big Vin, you know, people like that. Definitely all kind of thrash metal. Dave Lombardo, that's who I tried
Dave
to try to
Lombardo.
be.
I've
in this
actually
band.
heard. There was another guy from 8 Berman. He was Seth, the drummer from North Carolina.
Yeah.
They were down here at the Goat this past week on tour, on the Riders of the Damn tour, and he actually mentioned Lombardo.
But I fell in love with KK Priest's drummer.
Yeah, he's badass.
He's phenomenal.
All right, Mr. Lee, what about you?
All right, my top 5 influences would be Iron Maiden. I always love Iron Maiden because
yes.
of the stories. The lead
how you
singer
gotta pay with
is such a storyteller,
Gotta pay respect
and
to Iron Maiden.
the band that backs up, that paints the picture to the story is just phenomenal. Number 2 to me would be Judas Priest. Judas Priest kind of rewrote what heavy metal should be. They're the ones that paved the way to what we did.
That's
what
Holy
we
Diver,
love.
right?
Yeah, them and
Holy Diver. Yeah.
I love some Dio too now. Maiden, Priest, Black Sabbath. They the ones that help create what it is. Then,
Now, since you mentioned Black Sabbath, I know you also said Dio. So, what do you think is better as far as an inspiration on the modern scene, before or after? I mean, when Ozzy was with them versus after, but the Dio
The
years.
Black Sabbath.
man,
Dio or Ozzy,
the
man?
They're
Dio
both
years,
amazing.
yeah, they were both amazing. You know, the influences on both sides. How
Ian Gilliam was great.
right. They were the beginning of what stoner rock, stoner
Born
metal
Again
was,
was a great
and then when Dio came, he brought in a whole wider variety of storytelling. Once again, storytellers. Dio was a storyteller. He captivated the audience by just being a badass little dude, big voice.
Never seen him in person, but
I never got a chance
I
to
never
meet
got
him,
to see him neither, man. It would have been awesome to see him.
I wish.
And then I would say Pantera, when they came on the scene,
yeah.
nobody
Yeah, no doubt.
has
As a
not
son-
sounded like that.
As a Southern
at
boy, I
that
always
time.
got to give a props to Pantera.
That
I was gonna
Texas
say, yeah.
metal, that Texas jam shit that they put out, that heavy ass shit, and then that power groove.
I love Rex, man. Rex says
Right.
There's actually a documentary about Pantera down back there on I can't remember if it's Peacock or Netflix, one of them.
Right.
It's a really nice watch, man. Really
Right.
brings you to the back of it.
And then I would say on my top 5 would be Metallica, because the first time I ever heard them, that's another, again, never, at that time when I first heard them in 83, 84,
Oh, man,
there was
they changed
nothing
the-
that sounded like
That's what
that.
I'm saying. They changed the whole
Nothing
scene when they
sounded like
first
that.
hit. Yeah.
So that's my top 5, and that's my top 5 influences. Now everything else fell, to me, everything else fell after that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That everybody else was influenced by that top 5 group right there.
That's a solid top 5, dude.
Right.
Solid- All right, how about you, Mr. Steven?
I mean, as far as bass goes, I mean,
The man who creams the bass over here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jack Bruce, you know, I love Cream.
Oh, yeah,
they
man,
were
Cream.
a great band, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
3 Ps, dude.
You know, absolutely.
Trust me, I'm not talking
Then-
shit about Cream, bro. Trust me, I'm not.
You know, then you have Geezer. You got Geezer. You know, you have Metallica. You know, fucking Cliff. Nobody's ever done what Cliff had. You know, so he's a definite influence. You know, listen to a lot of punk rock. You know, a lot of punk rock. DLISOD.
They helped pave the way for thrash metal, dude.
You know, those crossover
I
bands.
love me
you
some
know.
Punk rock, the early punk rock.
You ever heard of Kamikaze Zombie? You ever heard of him? Huh?
Yes.
Fucking Clint Spain. Oh my God, dude! I caught him this past week. They were playing with Worms over at the.
Yeah, I saw that advertised. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Kamikaze videos up on the JW Music Experience. I'm fixing to start posting the Worm videos. But yeah, man, freaking Clint. Oh, dude, I swear to God. At one point, I was filming. I wanted to turn around and just clothesline the whole audience, dude.
Yeah, I remember me saying something like that on Facebook. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
that would have been something to see, dude. That would have been something to see, dude.
All right, so you got Cream, you got Gizzard, you got Metallica. What else you got, bro? That it?
Man, shoot, I don't know the dude's name, but the dude from fucking, the dude from the Violent Femmes, everybody knows that, dung, you know, that, but the other shit that he had was great. It's all acoustic, but it's great punk rock, man. You know?
Let's go back, yeah.
But hell, we all grew up with like Obituary and all that
I think we came up.
Candle mask.
I personally think we came up at the right time, dude. Us being in our 50s.
Yeah.
Because we were before all that, you know, old classic rock, way before that, the beginning of it. Running around in the car with my mom and them, dude, listening to some 50 shoe wops.
That's right, yeah.
You know
Bebop and shit, man.
Oh, yeah, dude, all the way to
That's
what
what
the hell
that-
we're
What
listening
do they
to.
call it? Rockabilly?
Yeah, the
Rockabilly, yeah.
Social distortion, man. That's all social
Hell,
distortion. is great.
even fuck, man, you know, even funk music, dude, funk rock, you know. Yeah, I get into all that.
Look at that, y'all. Eargasm.
You ever get some of these?
Beergasm.
I never got it there. That was awesome.
What exactly are eargasms? I've seen them at auctions
Protect
going
your
on.
hearing at live music events. They were made to be put in your ears at live music, and
just still
there's
hear
a
the
filter
music.
in there.
Okay.
I wear them. I have a package of them, and I wear them during live. I haven't tried them while playing live because I think it's gonna take away from what I'm used to. But yeah, they come in a little package like this, and you get a set of them.
Okay.
And when I always work at places, I try to wear headsets to protect my hearing, so I can keep it for music.
And it like filters all the noise.
It's got a little filter in there.
Got a little filter. Show them. Look at that. Uh-huh.
We're giving away dozens. I didn't know what the hell they were. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean they are good. I use them at almost every show I go to, and yes, I mean it protects my ears while I'm listening to other stuff, and then I can not use them and listen to what I'm.
Cool
what I'm
deal,
doing.
man. Cool deal.
So it saves them from saves your ears.
Eargasm. Now, where can the folks find these at?
Well, I know Crescent City Gumbo has been sponsored by them, and they've been giving pairs away. They've been auctioning
Shout
off.
out to Crescent City Gumbo, Dom over there.
Dominic Destowe.
Yeah.
He's over there. But yeah, we've been giving a couple pairs at every band at Metal and Beer Fest just recently. We had Dom come and MC it, and he was giving away pairs to the crowd, trying to get it out there. And it's a great product. I've been using them, like I said, at live events and stuff like that, and it protects my hearing.
Awesome. Yeah, Dom's a great guy. He's got a show out there. Look up, go on Facebook, especially look up Crescent City Gumbo. You does all kind of shit, man.
Dude's hilarious, man.
Oh yeah, he's
Awesome
funny.
dude. Awesome guy.
hilarious.
You couldn't ask for a better friend.
He backs the scene big time.
Exactly,
And he cares. Once he knows you, he wants to know what you do. And then a lot of us have businesses, and he backs those businesses on his show. So
yeah, man.
we have some people out there that are pressure washers. Their business is on there. There's people that clean AC ducts. He puts their business on there. I do the beer and all that stuff. He uses me as a sponsor. I send him money every now and then, and I make him beer. So it's a give and take world, and he's helping us, so we help him out.
That's what it's all about, man. We all gotta support each other.
Oh, hell.
Look at this show. Look at this show.
Sorry, y'all in the
Look
middle
at
of
this show.
something.
Look at this show here. Look at this show here. This is Matthew David. Y'all saw him on a podcast not too long ago.
They were jamming tonight at the Twisted Line.
They were at Twisted Line. That is the bass player for Misled, Nothing Sacred, and Southern Brutality right there. Mr. Matthew David. All right, go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, Mr. Carey, what bands, musicians, artists have inspired your style of play over the years?
Man, I thought I had to figure it out when we started talking about other stuff. So I love either the vocals or the guitar, all of it. I was inspired by, Merciful Fate and King Diamond. That's like some of my favorite stuff to listen to. Slayer, of course, and the first live metal band I ever saw, Dead Horse.
They're starting another tour.
Check out Dead Horse. Do yourself a favor and go look it up.
Down by a band called Dead Horse.
Check out Dead Horse,
on
y'all.
the way here.
All
They're a
one
band
word.
from Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. They've been out since the mid '80s, like Harry said. That show that we first went to, them dudes blew our minds, dude. They
Dead
blew our
Horse.
minds.
If you guys are fans of No One in Sight, you gotta go see. You gotta look up Dead
Go
Horse.
check them out. They've since retired. They're heroes of mine. The music is just on. At the time, as first time I saw them was about '88.
He has the sonic bass.
No one was doing
really?
what they were doing at that time. So
Not actually a
you
sonic bass.
hear the word You hear the word
The
hardcore?
bass that he played.
Well, before there was a hardcore, there was a horsecore. I'm not shitting you. And they were doing stuff like hardcore style stuff that hardcore bands weren't even out yet. I mean,
They were new metal before new metal was new metal. To be honest with you, they were experimental band.
Southern Texas groove to it. So, I mean, if you see like a majority of Dimebag, he's wearing a Dead Horse t-shirt.
Dimebag was inspired by these dudes. Dimebag Daryl.
Yeah, Dead Horse, I definitely have to look them up. It sounds familiar, but I can't say that I've actually listened to them
They'll
before.
have a logo like that.
Look at that.
They're fucking awesome, dude.
Okay, right. Also, if you guys need a tattoo, Mr. Kerry Thibodeau, hook him up on Facebook, man. He does badass tattoos, man.
Talented dude, man.
Yeah,
Very
man.
talented dude.
This guy's a master of all trades. Brewer, tattoo artist, freaking metal god of New Orleans. It's badass.
Yeah.
Beep.
Take two.
Beep.
Yeah.
So that's what did it for you, huh? Dead Horse and some other guys?
Yeah. I mean, I was listening, like I said, my brothers and my sister before me and Lee, they were listening to a lot of Black Sabbath and some Ozzy, and some Prince. You gotta.
Now you're the younger brother, huh?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 5.
He's the youngest. He's the baby.
Journey. We was listening to all that shit, dude.
Journey.
We was listening to all that shit, dude.
I sail away.
Listening to fucking Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Oh yeah.
At the school dance with
I
Air Supply.
remember sitting on my rocking horse
Yellow.
singing the Sunshine Band.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I remember
Like I
that.
said, I think we came up in the
Wore
right time.
wore the springs out on that horse.
I bet. You wrote a Dead Horse. Well, listen to Dead Horse, huh?
Yeah. Got to
All
ride
right,
that
well.
horse to the ground.
Thanks a lot.
This is the other brother, Mr. Tony. That's Mr. Tony right there. That's the other brother right there.
Oh yeah.
That's right. He's security, so if you fuck with these guys, you gotta mess with him. Trust me, he may not look like much, but he's a big ass package, bro. Let me tell you. All right, well, look, everybody, this is JW for JW Music Experience, and these guys have been on the Triple Threat Podcast. This is no end in sight. You see them on a bill, you get out there, you break out your pocketbook, take out a loan, hit the merch table, man, because gas is not cheap, and we got to support these guys, man. We come out and see them, you see them on a bill, always follow them, they're always great. Some of the best rock music on the coast. And anything you guys want to add to, anything about yourselves as a band, any kind of promotion you want to do?
Just check us out on Facebook and look for that album to drop in a couple of months.
Facebook, a new album coming
Right.
out.
Once we drop the album, we're gonna put it on all platforms: Spotify, Pandora,
Looking forward to it.
Bandcamp. We're gonna try to put it
Fucking
on everything.
Bandcamp, hell yeah. Now hold on. One thing I need to hear from any of you guys: Cannibal Corpse.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Cannibal
I saw them in
Corpse.
Germany
What
in,
about
the early
Death? Chuck
90s.
Schuldiner, Death. That's who we talk about.
Yeah.
Me and Lee were in a band called Feed, and when George Corpse Grinder joined the band, his very first live gig was at Zeppelin's in Metairie.
Okay.
And our band opened up for him.
Zeppelin's out there, they're still around
We
anymore,
got
are
to
they?
open up for them and
No,
DSI.
it shut down, I believe, after
90.
Katrina, and they decided not to open, I believe. But yeah, they're not open now. And I mean, that place was badass.
It was
I
a
mean,
staple of this area, right up in this little area right here.
Now that was that big block building, right?
it was a metal building up
You had the Cypress Music Hall down the street, and then on the corner right there, off of Hessimer, over here in Metairie, there was this bar called Zeppelin's, and it was real cool. All the big bands that people go to see these days, Exhorder, Crowbar, Goat Horse, Soaring
I
Green,
wanted to
they
go to
all
Crowbar
played
show,
at
but I had
that
to
bar.
fucking work, man. I'm like,
Graveyard Rodeo is another badass band, dude. Check them out. That's a Louisiana band from back in the early 90s.
All right, we're gonna have to do it. All right, well, everybody, this is No End in Sight. They like I said, check them out on Facebook, Spotify. They got a new album coming out pretty soon, so keep an eye for that. And this is JW with the JW Music Experience, and I am out.
Metal Cowboy!